Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, I recently got this question. How do you keep up with your workouts and the healthy eating during the holidays? I thought that it would be a great topic to discuss here on the YouTube channel. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you some strategies and some information that can help you get through the holiday season with your workouts and your nutrition intact. All right, first, let's recognize that we call this time of year the holiday season for a reason. Now, while there may not be an actual holiday every single day from Thanksgiving through New Year's Day, we do have a lot of parties and a lot of events and a lot of celebrations during that time. And the holiday season is pretty long. It's about 7 to 8 weeks. So we have to recognize that this time of year is a little different from the rest of the time of year. This means that you're going to have to make some choices and decisions. And like I always like to remind you, your choices and decisions will require action. And action is not always easy to take. However, you always get to choose. All right, let's start with nutrition. Now, if there are certain holidays during the holiday season that you celebrate, let's just take, for example, Thanksgiving and maybe Christmas. Those are two holidays during the entire holiday season. If you get together with your family and friends on those holidays, then my recommendation is that you enjoy those holidays, is that you take time during those 2 or 3 holidays to enjoy your family, to enjoy your friends, and yes, to eat the foods that you might not normally eat or routinely eat, but because it's a holiday, you will eat them. Sometimes when it comes to our holidays and our culture and our family traditions, you really want to enjoy and partake in those times. Those are times that happen only a few times a year. And if food is a part of them, enjoy. All right, now I'll be honest with you. Outside of those 2 or 3 holidays during the actual holiday season, you're going to be invited probably to events and to parties and to social gatherings. And you will have to make decisions about nutrition when you attend those gatherings. But here's what I'd like for you to do. I'd like for you to focus on your regular eating routine. You already know that protein should be at the base or should be included in all of your meals. So when you go to the gatherings, seek out protein. Seek out the lean protein that's offered at these parties and at these gatherings. The other thing you know is that vegetables are good for you because they contain so many nutrients and they also have fiber. So you're also going to seek out the vegetables at these events. Keep in mind that you want to stay away from the heavy gravies and the heavy sauces that might go with those lean proteins or those vegetables, especially during holiday parties. When it comes to drinks, I want you to think about this. Again, you have an option. There's always going to be water. There's always going to be sparkling water. There's always going to be even diet soda. You absolutely have those options, and you may choose those options. If you decide to indulge in a glass of wine or an alcoholic beverage, make sure that you remember that along with that comes calories. So if you're watching your calorie intake, make sure you keep that in mind when you make your choices around the beverages that you have. You know something else that I want you to do? When you see something at a party or event and you get that food and you put it on your plate, taste it. Then ask yourself, is it worth it? What I mean by that is, does that food taste as good as it looks? If it doesn't, then you might want to push it aside and say, well, that wasn't worth it, and go ahead and eat something else. But that always helps me. If it doesn't taste as good as it looked or as good as I thought it would be, then it's not for me. All right, so I know that I've talked a lot about parties and events and special occasions, but sometimes we also have to think about being at home. That's right, during the holiday season, what are you actually preparing for yourself while you're at home? When you go through the grocery store, you're going to see all kind of holiday goodies just sitting there waiting for you to buy it. It doesn't mean that you have to. I know it's difficult, but just be sure to follow your regular nutrition routine outside of the events and the parties. And finally, listen to your body. Oftentimes, when we eat more food than we usually eat, or we may eat food that we typically don't eat, our bodies will let us know. So listen carefully to yours. Don't indulge in foods that make you feel sluggish or maybe make you feel bloated. Stay away from those foods. And that's also a good reason to, outside of the events and the parties, to just follow your regular nutrition practice and routines because your body will feel better and you'll feel better. All right, let's talk about workouts now. Working out during the holiday season, during those 7 to 8 weeks, what will that look like? Well, my recommendation is that you follow your regular workout routine as closely as possible. Now, we're not looking for perfection here, things happen, but again, I recommend you follow it as closely as possible. Let's say, for example, you work out 4 days a week, right? Let's say you strength train 4 days a week. Well, you will probably be able to maintain that schedule for most of the holiday season, but there may be a week or two where you might have to cut your 4 day workout to a 3 day workout. That's perfectly okay, but you made that adjustment in order to stay consistent, and consistency is key, not perfection. I'll give you another example. Let's say that you walk 4 days a week and for 45 minutes for every walk. Well, during 1 or 2 weeks of the holiday season, you might have to cut your walks to 3 days a week for 45 minutes, or you might keep it at 4 days a week but cut them back to 30 minutes each. You're still making adjustments, but you're maintaining consistency. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to make sure that we continue working out. Here's another example. You're away from home for 1 or 2 weeks and you don't have access to a gym. That's okay. Do some body weight exercises. Do some body squats, do some lunges, do some push-ups, or you can even throw your resistance bands in your suitcase and take your resistance bands with you. Take a jump rope with you so that you can get in some good cardio. The point is there's always something you can do if you're away on vacation or you don't have gym access while you go visit friends or family. The key is to keep going. Do something. Grab your friends and your family and go for a walk, or just try something different. It's simply important to keep moving your body. You won't lose all of the gains that you made in 1 or 2 weeks as long as you continue moving your body. Getting through the holiday season with your workout schedule and your nutrition intact, it might be more difficult for some than for others. But the key is to do a bit of planning. Identify the events that you will go to. Identify the time that you will be away from your home and maybe away from your regular schedule. And then make some plans to determine how you're going to address your workouts and how you're going to address your nutrition. Yes, it takes action, it takes a bit of effort, but it'll be worth it in the end. There will be some events that you enjoy without any limits at all, and there will be other events that you will enjoy with limits. Consistency is key, and moderation is important. Moderation means you don't have to restrict yourself from everything, And moderation means you don't have to indulge in everything. All right, everyone, that's all I have for this video. If you found something in this video that was helpful, please hit the like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do subscribe. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.